Danny Sidor. This is a story of a man's trials and tribulations leading him to be one of the most influential voices of the 21st century. Dan will be remembered as a child star, an entertainer, but mainly as the people's champion. 'Cause I feel you. Let's begin Danny's story with the man who discovered him.
I worked on a bunch of TV series like Forensic Factor, The Border, The Listener, Connor Undercover, My Babysitter's a Vampire. Worked on a feature called Toilet. It was an Asian-Canadian co-production. Probably the only people that saw it were people that like toilets. Worked on a little bit of everything, commercials, music videos.
But one night, his life changed forever.
I was a freelancer working as a grip with NABET, one of the unions in town. I ended up outside the front gates at the Toronto Film Studios. I came across this crying baby just sitting there.
Some speculate that Danny was left outside of the Toronto Film Studios because his mother needed to get to a late dinner and couldn't find a babysitter. This, of course, is just a reenactment.
Even when Danny was a little smelly baby, I could see the potential. As soon as he could walk, we put a pair of tap shoes on him and a star was born.
Danny became an instant star, taking on many roles, including the Wendy's Girl and the world-famous Ginger Taps franchise. But as he grew bigger, so did his ego.
There was this really awkward time. I had more lines than him on Ginger Taps too, Tap Your Ass Off. He got so mad he actually threw orange juice at me. What a fucking diva. Where's my water?
Ego aside, things were looking up for young Dan. But then, his life changed.
When Dan turned 12, he had a massive growth spurt. And I knew then that his ride was over.
He was right. Danny grew over 20 inches, losing all of his franchise deals and accompanying roles. With no word of future work, Danny falls into a deep depression.
Danny and I have always kept in touch together over the years, but when he didn't call me on my birthday, I knew there was something wrong.
Having lots of money, but no work, Danny does the only thing he can think of. He eats.
I told him if he ate too much brownies, he'd get fat.
He did. Gaining over 300 pounds, the young and angry Danny finds a new way to channel his energy. Punk rock.
I met Danny 1996. We were in London. We started a band called the Fudge Suckers. The Fudge Suckers were supposed to be the next Rolling Stones, but we couldn't do it because fucking Daniel Sidor. We stopped the band because he was getting too progressive. He went on to form his own band or his own single group or whatever the fuck he wanted to do. We continued for 6 months and no one wanted to listen to us because Daniel fucking Sidor, fucking bloke, he left.
Danny abandoned his punk rock lifestyle and slipped into a life of drugs and alcohol.
The doctor said his heart literally coughed. His heart muscle coughed out garbage and tar, and he still fucking made it. It stopped beating. Like it went off. There was an off button, and it got turned off. The computer stopped. The man was no more, and he fucking came back.
Though losing all of the weight, Danny's massive drug intake leaves him dangerously skinny. Friends and family voice their concern.
First he's fat, then he's skinny. Can't he just be in the middle?
Danny hit rock bottom. Desperate for a fresh start, Danny sets off to Tibet in search of higher purpose and inspiration.
I feel like that man fucking took everything I fucking gave him, and he went and fucking blew his load all over the world, and he left me behind.
After the break, tempers flare.
My fucking face! I don't want to see this anymore!
No, I'm sorry. Sorry, can you cut?
We sit down with Danny's old band manager.
Yeah, I'm wearing pink, 'cause that's a man color too, man.
And an interview with the man himself.